are at Southern Cross Group Stadium. Well, it's great to be with you. Hello everyone and welcome to today's match between Australia and the Cook Islands. I'm Andrew Voss and alongside me today, dressed in a beach shirt, it's Eddie Hemmings. Aloha! Good weather for this one.
It brings a tear to the eye. A beautiful day, a big crowd building up, two quality football sides, excitement's in the air, I've got my popcorn. This is going to be a cracker of a match. Let's get it started.
Undoubtedly, it's a wondrous night. Pass the tissues, please, Eddie. We are all ready for kickoff. Races the kick off deep. Too much power there. That's out on the full.
I think they'll be giving the kick-off duties to someone else after that monstrosity of a kick.
That ball is over the sideline. Back underway with a tap. Plenty of determination in that run. Wrapped up like a sausage. Fires the pass wide. They come away with a loose ball. Play on! Talfa. Shaken up by a two-man tackle. Hancock. Which way did she go? Gets through the front line. She runs through another.
The footwork. She's running them ragged.
Finally brought to ground. Great step out in the open space. Finally wrapped up. They roll forward again. Sims running along. Getting closer now. 15 metres out. Just one to go in the set. Ballinger darting along. Slips in the short one. Passes it forward. Well, they let them off the hook there. The coach would have been hoping a team would get over the line, but they made a dog's breakfast of it in the end. Schofield. Wrapped up on the 20-metre line. Darting from dummy half. Nearly into touch there. They managed to wrap her up just short of the 30-metre line. Wrapped up, no way through. We reach play number 4. Peru, that's a clever pass. That's the 30-metre line. That's where she'll play it. That's tackle 5. Strickland with a punt. Brown gathers it. Good burst, this one. Charges up and through a tackle. Finally brought to ground. Just galloping along. Fooling the defence with that step. Classic tackle. Sprinting. Winds up with a run. Out in spaces. Receives the pass. Stands and passes. That's commitment, getting to the loose ball. That's tackle 4. Keeps going. In open pasture now. Says adios to another defender. Sheesh. Driven back. Referee signifies 5th tackle. Hancock goes for the 1-pointer. I've seen better kicks from a mule. He restarts with a tap. Wilson. Inside the 20. Schofield. Shut down by the defence. Wilson. Good tackle. Strickland. Wrapped up. No way through. Ball and all tackle. 4th tackle. Strickland tests the defence with a short ball. Wrapped up. No way through. There's the punt. Able to take that catch. Good burst, this one. Beats a tackle. Finally wrapped up just short of the halfway line. Look at the acceleration. Explodes through the tackle.
Either she's good or they've forgotten it's tackle football.
Off the left foot, and they stop her right on the 20-metre line. Hancock misses the tackle, just galloping along. Ref says play the ball, 15 metres out. Boom, chugga-lugga gets the ball and runs. Ballinger evades that tackle.
They couldn't stop her. She was unstoppable.
There's few moments sweeter than that. A try on home soil. They've breached the line and come up with points. They'll want to build on that.
We'll be stunned at how easy they scored this try. The opposition were dropping off like flies in defence, and in the end, it was just a simple stroll over the...
With a chance to kick this. Conversion is successful. The Aussie lead by 6. Decides the deep kick is the way to go. Good burst, this one. Mesmerises the defence with a step. Past another. They're closing the gap. Barnstorming run. Back-to-back tries. That's 2 in a row. With a try, Australia extend their lead.
And thoroughly deserved. She's worked tirelessly out there today.
Version in front of the posts. There's the goal.
Have been outstanding this afternoon. They haven't given their opponents any opportunities. It's been a joy to watch so far.
The Australians, the home side, is still in front. Kicks long. Latches onto that kick. Good burst, this one. Hey, twinkle toes. Sidestep. There's the halftime hooter. Defenders closing in. Numbers, they've got them. They rack up another one. The Aussies have crossed again. That's their third try. The Aussie now has 3 for the match.
Well, the opposition have simply fallen asleep, Andrew. That's a second try conceded in almost as many minutes. The captain will have to gather her troops and...
I don't think there's a chance in the world she'll miss from here. Nice kick.
The Cook Islands will be thinking about what the opposition have been able to do to other teams at home. They'll need to step up if they want to avoid the floodgates from opening here.
Lead 18-0. First half complete. Australia in front and looking for a shutout in the second half.
Their heads are probably already halfway on.
The referee's whistle will have us back underway. Come back from half-time and we're underway. With a good catch. Good burst, this one. Well, they've gone downfield with a kick without using the full set. Not sure what happened there. Australia have the ball. Has found space. She's launched the high kick. Telfer picks.
Knock, knock, who's there? It's a try.
And that's the 4th try for Australia.
Have gone the distance in scoring that try, Andrew. This team have the skill to attack from anywhere and are very dangerous when they're in this kind of mood. Absolutely stunning play.
I'd like to be as sure of winning the lottery as I am of her getting this kick. That's all straightforward there, that goal.
The Cook Islands will be starting to feel the pressure now. The home side can be hard to stop when they get on a roll like this at home.
The Aussie, the home team are leading, goes long. There to field the kick. Good burst, this one. Well, they didn't use the full set of tackles there. The kick finds the line. Schofield delivering the short ball. Play on as the call. Running along. Runs past the defence. That is an incredible try. Beautiful stuff.
As the late Elvis Presley sings, home is where the heart is.
Well, she couldn't miss this, could she? Nice work, coolly done.
Are playing some very good football. Their opponents are shell-shocked, and rightly so.
We are back underway. There to field the kick. Good burst, this one. Past the 30-metre mark. Goes downfield before they used up all of their tackles. Not sure about the logic behind that. Charges at the defence. 30 metres out. Spreads it wide. Peru. 2 defenders with a bumping tackle. Dummy half dash. Held. Called by the ref. Flicks the ball inside. Inside the danger zone. Still a couple of tackles up their sleeve here. Swamping tackle. Just 1 to go in the set. And up she goes. Captures that ball in goal. We will be off to the 20-metre line.
A very good kick, and the player did well to defuse that situation.
Wow, she's through the line. Wrapped up like a sausage. They kicked downfield. They didn't use all their tackles there. Play on! 40 out and called to play the ball. There's the tackle. No respect for ball security. Nice tackle. Ballinger. They go downfield. Maybe they've lost count of the tackles. Nice defence. Two in the tackle, and they round her up. Push back in the tackle, unable to break through. Strickland. Play on. They force her back. Sprinting. Driven back in the tackle. Was hurting the tackle there.
Losing a player from the game like this will test the true character of this team.
Little dummy half run here, just galloping along.
She has worked tirelessly for her teammates this afternoon. What a performance.
And taken by the defence, just galloping along. That is a try-saving tackle. Good ball. Looks for the one-pointer. Gives the score a little boost.
She's got a great boot on her. Nice drop goal.
Decides the deep kick is the way to go. Ballinger marks the ball. Good burst this one. Nice step. Finally wrapped up. Tries a pile driver tackle. She punts it. Wrapped up and very nearly out of play. Good tackle. Wilson. Ball's being turned over. Great step, bursting through the line, inside the 20-metre zone. Explodes through the tackle. Sheesh, driven back. Slips in the short one. Telfer. Flicks a short pass. Kelly with a 4-point saving tackle. Runs from acting half. Defence on their own goal line. Fires out a pass. Sims. That has saved a 4-pointer for sure. That's the third tackle. Slips in the short one. Moran. Good step. Pushed back in the tackle. That is good stuff. What a crucial tackle. Call it a try-saver. That's tackle 4. Snappy pass. Sims. That tackle has sounded. Points. Full time. What did you think of the match, Eddie?
Have been clinical this afternoon. They haven't given their opponents any opportunities and have recorded a really good victory here.
Well, as the crowd start to leave, Eddie's already gone. Don't worry about saying bye, Eddie. We'll see you next time. Southern Cross Group Stadium. Hello everyone, and fantastic to have your company as we welcome you to today's clash between Australia and England. Andrew Voss here, and I'm joined in the commentary by Eddie Hemmings. Players will have to contend with rain today.
The rain continues to fall. The conditions are absolutely dreadful here. This isn't what either team was hoping for. I'm sure both coaches have thrown their original game plans out of the window now and will be playing a brand of wet weather football. It's going to be ugly, but the win is so important this afternoon.
Well, I remember as a kid, Eddie, there were no better days than this, when it rained and was muddy and all the rest. So let's hope that the players enjoy it just as much as we used to. Field the kick. Good burst this one. Bamboozles the defence with a step. Rounded up in the tackle. And with a step. And shut out of the play by that tackle. Hancock. Sheesh. Driven back. 40 away, and she plays the ball. Ballinger. Halted by that tackle. With momentum now. They kicked downfield. They didn't use all their tackles there.
Beautiful kick, well played.
Back underway with a tap. Good step. Saves the day with that tackle. That's a clever pass. Moran! A vital tackle. Strong defence here. Out of dummy half she goes. Outstanding tackle. The two of them in it. Running into some solid defence. Feeds the short ball. That'll say 4 points, that tackle. Unable to mobilise. That's good defending. A snappy pass. Sims. They're just metres away from the line. Fifth tackle. Let's see what they can come up with. They've lost it. Wrapped up on the 10-metre line. On tackle one. And they've managed to get to the ball. Surges forward in the tackle. Maroney. With momentum. Caught there. There's the fourth tackle. Good burst, this one. They come away with a loose ball.
Very poor play from the home team. The coach will be absolutely furious.
Man with a whistle says hell. Nudge. Fires out a pass. Referee says play the ball on the 40-metre line. They managed to wrap her up just short of the 30-metre line. Two-man tackle there. Still a couple of tackles up their sleeve here. Cuts it into the defence. Just one to go in the set. It's a turnover of possession. And he says play on. So do I. Well, that's disappointing. They were well in position there to grab some points, but they ended up making a bit of a dog's breakfast of it. Shut down in that tackle. Nice tackle. Puts in the grubber. Nice defence there. Spreads it wide. Off the left foot. Booth surges forward in the tackle. Passes inside. Now just 15 metres away. Maroney. Plenty of determination in that run. Wrapped up on the 10. Maroney wrapped up. The defence is looking a bit shaky here. Flicks a short pass. Hepworth driving forward. Referee signifies fifth tackle. Loops it over the top. Tries her luck with a grubber kick. She's definitely got to the in goal. Is it going to be a try? I don't know. She could kick this with her eyes closed and one leg tied behind her back. That's a goal. The English lead 6-0. We are back underway. There to field the kick. Powers forward. Test the defence with a short ball. Hepworth driving forwards. That is strong. Flicks the ball inside. Dobson. Oh, and they thump her back in the tackle. On tackle number 4. Past the halfway line. She surges forward. Gets a kick away. Which way did she go? Showing plenty of speed. Sends it back inside. And with a step, she gets away from the defence. Good tackle. That's the half-time siren. Well, they didn't use the full set of tackles there. Tries a pile-driver tackle. So the first half is over. England in front and looking for a shutout in the second half. So a big half coming up. With a long kick-off. Dobson there to field the kick. Up and over the 10-metre line. Time to shuffle that 13.
A bit of a tactical change from the coach here, I think.
Surges forward in the tackle. Hard to handle. Kana blocked by the defence. Rudge. 2 defenders drive in to make the tackle. That's tackle 4. Well, they've gone downfield with a kick without using the full set. Not sure what happened there. Grabbed by the defence. Sims, good step. Finally wrapped up on the 20-metre line. Feeds the short ball. Apps beats a tackle. Ball and all tackle. Ballinger. Classic tackle. We reach play number 4. Moves it on. Sims evades that tackle. Breaks through the defence. This could be trouble. 40 out and called to play the ball. That's tackle 5. Nice step. Just galloping along. Wrapped up. No way through. The Australians. Cut out ball. Rudge. Cutting at her teammates. Dobson explodes through the tackle. She's got the momentum. Wrapped up. No way through. Runs from acting half. Rudge. She's got momentum. Nice vision. Cut out ball. She is surging forward. That's tackle 4. straight through. Powers forward. This is good. Lovely pass. That's commitment, getting to the loose ball. England, their completion rate is looking healthy so far with 4 from 4. Coach should be well pleased with that. Pushed back in the tackle. That is good stuff. Ballinger lays it off. Sidestep. She's clear of another.
She's proving elusive.
Finally taken down. This time it's a short pass. Tackling in numbers here. They go downfield. Maybe they've lost count of the tackles.
No use pointing fingers. Poor communication just gave the opponents prime real estate.
And back we come to the 20 for the restart. Charges up and through a tackle. That tackle has saved a try with a little bullet pass. And she stopped in that one. Great defence. Tests the defence with a short ball. Hancock misses the tackle. What a try saver. Unable to break through. To break up the defence, a short pass. The ball's been turned over. Powers forward. This is good. That's one. Rudge. Brought down on the 20-metre line. Hepworth. Here's the interchange coming into play.
A bit of a tactical change from the coach here, I think.
Rudge. Fourth tackle. Hepworth. Makes some ground. She punts it. This is the old run backwards trick. Nice step. She runs through another. Stretches her legs. This is trouble. Captured by the defence. Hey, Twinkle Toes. Going over the 40-metre line. Ooh, force backwards. Finally brought to ground. Walton. Great step. Charges at the defence. Finally wrapped up. Ballinger. Bang. With a step. Out in spaces. Wrapped up. No way through. Ref says 4. Young. Out in the open space. Good tackle. 2 in it. 5th tackle. Let's see what they can come up with. The torpedo bomb, look out. That, folks, is the full-time siren. Garner, top, it's full-time. Eddie, match is over. Here we are at Southern Cross Group Stadium. Hello everyone and thanks for joining us as we bring you today's match between Australia and Canada. I'm Andrew Voss and alongside me today, dressed in a beach shirt, it's Eddie Hemmings. Aloha! No problems with the weather, conditions are perfect.
Fantastic conditions for afternoon football. Both teams love playing on a dry track and I expect to see the ball pushed wide more than you normally would. The wingers are going to be kept busy. That means defence is really going to be the key today, and I'm really looking forward to this.
Well, that's the feeling of a lot of people, that we're going to see some bright open attack. A lot of speed out wide across both teams here, so there is plenty to anticipate and to look forward to. Seized in the tackle. Armitage. 2 defenders, and she's down on tackle number 4. From that play the ball, she dashes from dummy half. Australia has been caught offside.
The player was quite obviously offside. The referee just had to blow it.
We'll look to find the touchline from this penalty. Over the sideline it goes. Steve restarts play. Play on! Rees has played the ball on the 40-metre line. Nice step with a line break. Nice step.
The footwork. She's running them ragged.
Putting it.
She's over. She's got it down. She's got it down. Try.
You don't reckon the home fans like that one? Have a listen to her. Telfer showed some individual brilliance there.
Defence is all about commitment, trusting your teammate next to you, and finally the execution. I saw none of that in that play. Folks, you won't see an easier try scored than this.
A kick still to come here. His kick goes over, 2 points. The Aussies lead 6-0 here. Kicks long. There to field the kick. Good burst this one. Breaks through. Runs off the defence. Busts another one. Finally wrapped up. And with a step, she gets away from the defence. Sidestep, stretches her legs. Here's trouble. Tries a little kick in behind. Gets her foot to the ball. Over the line. I think she got it down. We'll wait for the ref to say yes or no. Should be able to land this one. That's 2 points to the score.
Have been outstanding this afternoon. They haven't given their opponents any opportunities. It's been a joy to watch so far.
The Australians lead 12-0. Besides, the deep kick is the way to go. With a good catch. Good burst, this one. Keeps going! Off the left foot. Look out. She breaks through the defence. Good pressure from the chasers. Just short of the halfway line. They force her back. Telfer. And not able to offload as they come in over the top. Sims keeps going. Breaks through the line. She's beaten too. And they stop her right on the 20. Australia are looking dangerous here. Moran out in the open space. Superb tackle. Passes it forward. Well, they let them. They managed to wrap her up just short of the 30-metre line. 2 in the tackle, and they round her up. Steele. Throwing themselves against the defensive line, unable to break through. There's the 4th tackle. Wrapped up, no way through. That's 5th tackle in my book. She punts it. Latches onto that kick. Bang! With a step, showing plenty of speed. Breaks through another tackle. Past another.
She's proving elusive.
Bursts through the line. Barnstorming run. Well, you don't need me to tell you. That's a knock on.
Put that down as an incomplete set.
Licks a short pass. Play on. Look out. She breaks through the defence. They drive her back. Bellinger. They force her back. Sims just galloping along with a hit up. Here's a run from dummy half. Forced backward. Almost into touch there. Telfer charges up and through a tackle. Sprinting. Keeps it low with a grubber kick. She's over the line. I'm looking at Eddie. He's not so sure. He's shaking his head. We now wait on the conversion attempt. That kick right on line, 2 points.
The coach will be over the moon with this performance so far, but there's still a long way to go.
The Aussies. We know from history this team are great at home. We are back underway. There to field the kick. Good burst this one. And with a step. Finally brought to ground. Beats a tackle. Gets through the front line. Clear of another tackle. Stretches the legs. Here's trouble. Explosive running. Is it a try? Betting man, but I'll give you even money on this kick. It's waved away to the right.
Canada will be thinking about what the opposition have been able to do to other teams at home. They'll need to step up if they want to avoid the floodgates from opening here.
The Australians lead 22-0. Goes long. There to field the kick. Up and over the 10-metre line. Hey, Twinkle Toes. Did well in that run, but now it's ended. Does well. There's an offload. Nice tackle there. Past the 30-metre mark. Bamboozles the defence with a step. She runs through another. She's all on her own. They've got the numbers. Seen her land plenty of these. I think she's confident. Yes, sirree. That's another 2 points.
Are playing some very good football. Their opponents are shell-shocked, and rightly so.
Goes long. Sims. On the bounce, has the ball. Mesmerises the defence with a step. Clear through the defence. Powers over the halfway line. That's the half-time hooter. Has found open space. Well, she's produced a grubber kick. Play on is the call. They had them in a spot of trouble, but a little too eager there, and they've squandered a prime opportunity to put points on the board. Hangs on and gives away the penalty.
That's a ridiculous penalty. Lack of discipline there.
That ball is over the sideline. There's the tap. Armitage. They've lost it. Blows past the defence. 40 metres out. They continue. Half is all over. The first half is all over. Well, Eddie, I'll try and be kind. Let me just say, I have seen better halves of football.
They head into the sheds in the lead. Some bruising defence and some nice...
With the kickoff. Kicks off deep into enemy territory. Marks the ball. Good burst, this one. Grabbed by the defence. The ball's been turned over. That's a knock-on.
They really needed to secure that.
Plenty of determination in that run. No respect for ball security. Telfer makes the tackle. Ballinger explodes through the tackle. Says adios to another defender. She won't be proud of that one. It's a high tackle.
Well, she lined her up and unloaded with that hit. Diabolical it was. Cheap and nasty.
The teammates get just a small chance to rest as she kicks for the sideline. And into touch it goes. Starts with a tap, fooling the defence with that step. She's got past another. Beaten some good defenders there. Finally taken down. Out in spaces. Gets it away. Tries a pile driver tackle. Well, that's a forward pass. Have put themselves in some serious hot water here. They work well for that try.
The visitors are struggling to adapt here. Amazing how different they look away from home.
Not the toughest kick I've seen her line up, but she still takes the time. And that is straight over the black dot.
Their fans will be very pleased with what they're seeing here. Very pleased.
Long. Hancock able to take that catch. Good burst this one. Good step. Breaks through another tackle. Nice step. Finally brought to ground. Nice step. Bursts through the line. You can make it two, she's beat. It looks like they're closing the gap. This could be a try. A long way away. I think she got it down. Video ref says, try! Oh yes, she looks confident as she lines this kick up. Laser-like kick.
Canada will be starting to feel the pressure now. The home side can be hard to stop when they get on a roll like this at home.
Decides the deep kick is the way to go. There to field the kick. Over the 20-metre line. Misses the tackle. Explodes through the tackle. She's gone straight past a third. The defence still chasing. Defenders closing in. Tries her luck with a grubber kick. Over the line. I think she got it down. We'll wait for the ref to say yes or no. There's the green light, and it is a try. Should land this kick. Is striking them well today. Aha, there's two.
Are playing some very solid football, not afraid to chance their arm and finding plenty of space.
Starts play. With a good catch. Good burst this one. They managed to wrap her up just short of the 30-metre line. Ballinger. Great step. She's tackled. Telfer tests the defence with a short ball. Evades that tackle. Inside the 40. Past the 40-metre line, they kick downfield. They didn't use all their tackles there. That kick bounces into touch. Lays it off. And shut out of the play by that tackle. Sargent. Swamped in the tackle. A pair of defenders there. Wrapped up. No way through. Finally wrapped up just short of the 30-metre line. On tackle number 4. Wrapped up. No way through. Tackle number 5. Strikes that one. That's good positional play to take the kick. Crosses the 40-metre line. Nice tackle. Forced backward. Sidestep. Breaks through another tackle.
The footwork. She's running them ragged.
She was just about through. Darting along. Just steams past the defence. Good step. Well, look at this run. She's past a third tackle. Finally wrapped up. Just galloping on. Look out. She breaks through the defence. Referee has called the play the ball. It's 15 metres away. This is excellent attack. Oh, nice work. Short pass. Just galloping along. Referee signifies 5th tackle. Fires out a pass. Hancock has chosen the high kick. Diffuses that high kick. They manage to survive. Classic tackle. Shovels it wide. Classic tackle. Will be very hard pressed to stop points being scored here. Can you believe it? They've knocked on. Eddie says play on. So do I. Well, they had a prime opportunity to score there, but they've let the defence off the hook with that mistake. With a Gary Owen. Jones takes the catch in goal and to the 20 to go.
A very good kick, and the player did well to defuse that situation.
Restarting play with a tap. Play on is the call. They drive her back. Kicks this very high. Canada will breathe a big sigh of relief. That was looking touch and go for a moment. Perfect kick. Great weight. They'll get another set of 6.
There was no way out of there. Perfectly executed.
The chasers nowhere to be seen. Hey, twinkle toes. And they stop her right on the 20-metre line. Kicks this very high. Telfer claims the high ball, no worries there. And they stop her right on the 10-metre line. Full time. Well, Eddie, that scoreline is all a touch embarrassing.
Have done a good job and picked up the win this afternoon. They controlled the match and they've come away with a very
semi-final football at the Rugby League World Cup. The winner qualifies for the final and the loser is out. As simple as that. Hello everyone and thanks for joining us as we bring you today's match between Australia and New Zealand. I'm Andrew Voss and alongside me today, dressed in a beach shirt, it's Eddie Hemmings. Aloha! No problems with the weather, conditions are perfect.
Are ready to go for this finals match. The coach is saying his team have prepared themselves as best they can for this, and that destiny is now in their own hands. Their opponents are also primed for a big match, so don't be surprised to see this game go right down to the wire. There is so much riding on this.
Yep, we all love finals footy, Eddie. There's no question about that. And the build-up to this one has been exceptional. So, it's all on in a game that could go either way. Kicks off deep into enemy territory. Darting along. Wrapped up like a sausage. In open pass, just steams past the defence. Charges up and through a tackle.
She's proving elusive.
Look out, they're closing in. With a kick so high, it'll come down tomorrow. A fabulous try.
Wow, up she goes, and a wonderful take in the air to score a fantastic try. There wasn't much the defenders could do, but admire the skill in that one.
Won't rush this kick. Has got that one on line, 2 points. The Aussie, home side, is still in front. Back underway. The chasers nowhere to be seen. They managed to wrap her up just short of the 30-metre line. Running along. Two-man tackle. Very effective. Sprinting with a line break. Finally taken down. Good step. Out in spaces. Hard to contain. And look at this. Finally brought to ground. There's the fourth tackle. Hancock breaks through. Out in the open space. Grabbed by the defence. Telfer puts up the bomb. Classic tackle. Ooh, force backwards. Wrapped up. They haven't been able to make much ground here. Runs into some solid defence. Just one to go in the set. New Zealand are now in prime attacking position. Good tackle. They break up the defence. A short pass. Telfer, the torpedo bomb. Look out. Out on the full. She'll be unhappy with that kick.
The chasers put enough pressure on the kicker to produce the error on the kick. Well played.
Restarts play. Pass is short. Nice tackle there. No respect for ball security. Can you believe it? She's knocked off.
Poor control of the football. The coach won't be happy.
just galloping along. Breaks through the defence. Forced backward. Finally wrapped up. Tests the defence with a short ball. Sims kicks this. Oh, look at how high it is. She's pushed that one too far. He restarts with a tap. Barnstorming run. Wrapped up on the 20-metre line. Inside the 20. Turns it inside. The ref calls held. Dummy half run here. Flicks the ball inside. They come away with a loose ball. The ball's been turned over. Which way did she go?
The footwork. She's running them ragged.
Rounded up in the tackle. Sims just galloping along. Pushed back in the tackle. That is good stuff. Met front on in a two-man tackle. Ballinger just galloping along. Two defenders with a bumping tackle. Slips in the short one. Hancock just galloping along. They force her back. Finally wrapped up on the 10-metre line. Still a couple of tackles up their sleeve here. That's a clever pass. This'll take half it.
Listen to the crowd. The crowd are up. That's a try.
Have a listen to the home fans after that try. Well, the first showed that the defence could be beaten. Their second was bound to follow. The Australians now has 2 for the match.
As the late Elvis Presley sings, home is where the heart is.
I've seen her land plenty of these. I think she's confident. And away to the right it goes.
New Zealand will be starting to feel the pressure now. The home side can be hard to stop when they get on a roll like this at home.
The Australians, in front of their home fans, they're in front. Kicks long. The chasers nowhere to be seen. Fooling the defence with that step. You can make it 2, she's beat. Great step. They're looking to spoil her party. Putting in the chase. Hold the phone, they're over again. Sims with the acrobatics there. The Australians now has 3 for the match.
Have gone the distance in scoring that try, Andrew. This team have the skill to attack from anywhere.
I don't think there's a chance in the world she'll miss from here. No surprise there, it's a goal.
The coach will be over the moon with this performance so far, but there's still a long way to go.
The Aussies lead 16-0. Decides the deep kick is the way to go. Just galloping along. Evades that tackle. Nice step. Darts away. Has found space. Back-to-back tries. That's 2 in a row. With a try, Australia extend their lead.
Another try scored here. They need...
This is right in front of the posts. She can throw it over from here. Pilots that one through the uprights.
Have been outstanding this afternoon. They haven't given their opponents any opportunities. It's been a joy to watch so far.
The Australians lead by 22 here. Goes long. The chasers nowhere to be seen. And they stop her right on the 20-metre line. There's the half-time hooter. The first half is all over. The key... They've enjoyed the contest. Get ready. Here comes the second half. Kicks it off deep. Just galloping along. Makes some ground. Classic tackle. Oh, she's somewhere in that tackle. Still a couple of tackles left here. Two defenders drive in to make the tackle. Looking to make ground out of dummy half. Puts boot to ball. Just galloping along. And with a step. And shut out of the play by that tackle. Mesmerises the defence with a step. Look out with the break. She runs through another.
Either she's good or they've forgotten it's tackle football.
They're closing the gap. It's exciting rugby league, isn't it?
The visitors are struggling to adapt here. Amazing how different.
I reckon she kicks these in her sleep. Nice kick.
Their fans will be very pleased with what they're seeing here. Very pleased.
Starts play. Running along. Explodes through the tackle. She's all on her own. They're closing in fast though. Chase is close. This is a long run. Charges up and through a tackle. Clear of another tackle. Oh, that's disappointing. They were well in position there to grab some points, but they ended up making a bit of a dog's breakfast of it.
Put that down as an incomplete set.
Charges out the defence. Superb tackle. Australia, this could be big trouble. Powering through the defence. Now, 5 from the try line. Feeds the short ball.
They couldn't stop her. She was unstoppable.
They rack up another one. Hancock made a jinking run to the try line. Australia now has 6 for the match.
As the late Elvis Presley sings, home is where the heart is.
Not the toughest kick I've seen her line up, but she still takes the time. The kick is good enough. It is straight. It is there.
Are playing some very good football. Their opponents are shell-shocked, and rightly so.
The chaser's nowhere to be seen. Beats a tackle. She runs straight past another. She's got defenders closing. They're closing in. Looks for the one-pointer. Executes the field goal kick superbly.
She's got a great boot on her. Nice drop goal.
Decides the deep kick is the way to go. Out in spaces. Misses the tackle. Breaks the defence. And with a step, she gets away from the defence. She's caught them napping. Eventually tackled by the defence. Gets the ball. Just galloping along. Sheesh. Driven back. Just galloping along. Good tackle there. Fires out a pass. Sidestep. Brought down on the 40-metre line. Looks to be totally recovered now.
Losing a player from the game like this will test the true character of this team.
Bang! With a... Way! She's through the line.
This player's work rate has been phenomenal.
Finally taken down. Referee signifies 5th tackle. Telfer just galloping along. Clear through the defence. Shrugs off the defence. She's on the balance of probability. I think she got this down. T-R-Y. She could probably kick this with a heel. Bangs it over.
Are playing some very solid football, not afraid to chance their arm and finding plenty of space.
Decides the deep kick is the way to go. In open pasture now. Good step. She's clear of another. Poetry in motion. Broken through. She has broken through. Crosses the 40. Spirited run. That is a try, my friends. Showed some individual brilliance there. The Aussie now has 8 for the match.
Well, I was just getting over the brilliance of the first try, and now they've scored another. It didn't take them long to get up into an attacking position from the
You'd like all the shots to be this easy. No problems there.
Their fans will be very pleased with what they're seeing here. They've been hot on attack, but defensively, they've been sound too.
Decides the deep kick is the way to go. Out in spaces. Bamboozles the defence with a step. Nice step. Good pressure from the chasers. Running and running and running. Moran. This could be trouble. Australia pick up another try.
Will be stunned at how easy they scored this try. The opposition were dropping off like flies in defence, and in the end, it was just a simple...
I'd like to be as sure of winning the lottery as I am of her getting this kick. There's the goal.
Yes, well in control, Andrew. The opposition doesn't know what's hit them.
We are back underway. Easily the change.
A bit of a tactical change from the coach here, I think.
Just galloping along. They managed to wrap her up just short of the 30-metre line. Just galloping along. They kicked downfield. They didn't use all their tackles there. Wrapped up on the 20-metre line. Driven back. Plenty of determination in that run. Nice tackle. Good tackle. Shut down. That is good defence there. Peters. Going to break up the defence. A short pass. New Zealand not able to break through the strong defence. Hunts it. Darting along. Brown. Bursting through the line. Good play. Getting it away. That, folks, is the full-time sorry. What a step. Breaks the line. Hey, twinkle toes.
The footwork. She's running them ragged.
They have got the numbers. A try right between the sticks. No better place to score. Alton with the acrobatics there. The Aussie now has 10 for the match.
The coach will be disappointed that his team let the home crowd get inside their heads here. Sometimes playing on the road.
So, right in front is a decent kicker. Conversion is successful. Full time is the call. Well, Eddie, that ended up being quite a lopsided contest.
Have been clinical this afternoon. They haven't given their opponents any opportunities and have recorded a really good victory here.
Well, as the crowd start to leave, Eddie has already gone. He must have a plane to catch. Don't worry about saying bye. Eddie, we'll see you next time. and enjoy the action, folks. The Rugby League World Cup champions will be decided after this one. Hello, my friends, and fantastic to have you with us as we bring you coverage of today's clash between England and the Aussies. I'm Andrew Voss, and alongside me today, the one and only Eddie Hemmings. Conditions absolutely perfect for this match, so both teams are in a must-win position. Here we go, we're underway. We are back underway. Sprinting. Nice tackle. Bellinger breaks through the defence. Running along. Mesmerises the defence with a step.
She's proving elusive.
Blast through the 40. They're over. The crowd is stunned. Bellinger showed some individual brilliance there.
Absolutely brilliant. That passage of play started...
If she misses this, I'll tell you what, I'll do a lap of the ground at full time, nude. No surprise there, it's a goal. The Aussies lead by 6 here. Starts play. Just galloping along. Nice step. Past another. Good pressure from the chasers. Putting in the chase. I don't think the crowd can believe that the visitors have scored. The Australians have got a brace of tries for the match. Australia now has 2. We'd like all the shots to be this easy. It over.
Are playing some very good football. Their opponents are shell-shocked, and rightly so.
The Aussies lead 12-0. He starts play. In open pasture now. Finally wrapped up just short of the 30-metre line. Sims darting along. Intercept! Well, they let them off the hook there. The coach would have been hoping her team would get over the line there, but they made a dog's breakfast of it in the end. They managed to wrap her up just short of the 30-metre line. There's 2 in the tackle. Mudge. Play on. They force her back. What a step. Breaks through the defence. Say adios to another defender. They are looking to spoil the party. This is a huge run. The fans behind the dead ball line are going berserk. What a try to see.
Another try scored here. They need to get their...
I reckon she kicks these in her sleep. That's all straightforward there, that goal.
Have been outstanding this afternoon. They haven't given their opponents any opportunities. It's been a joy to watch so far.
The Aussies lead 18-0 here. Kicks long. The open space. Misses the tackle. She's clear of another. Dashing clear. She is all on her own. Back-to-back tries. That's 2 in a row. With a try, Australia extend their lead.
Have gone the distance.
If she misses this, I'm a Dutch astronaut. Nice kick.
Their little band of travelling supporters are enjoying this, and why wouldn't they?
The Aussies lead 24-0 here. Perhaps the deep kick is the way to go. The chaser's nowhere to be seen. Nice defence there. Telfer just galloping along. Runs off the defence. With an offload. That is Artie Beetson-like. Receives the pass. Wow. Driven back in the tackle. Evades that tackle. Look at the acceleration. Off the left foot.
Either she's good or they've forgotten it's tackle football.
Look out. They're closing in.
Listen to the crowd. The crowd are up. That's a try.
And the visitors are over. Should kick them from here all day. That's a goal.
Their fans will be very pleased with what they're seeing here. They've been hot on attack, but defensively, they've been sound too.
Goes long. The chaser's nowhere to be seen. Beats a tackle. And with a step, well, look at this run. She's passed a third tackle. Poetry in motion, my friends. Poetry in motion. Has found space. Well, if you ever wanted to know how to silence a parochial crowd, you get a try just like that. Made a jinking run to the try line. That's the ball on the kicking tee. Machine-like as she kicks that one.
The coach will be over the moon with this performance so far, but there's still a long way to go.
Goes long. There's the half-time hooter. Just galloping along. Bamboozles the defence with a step. You can make it two, she's beat. Can she get there? Simply brilliant running. Good burst, this one. What about that? The home crowd can't believe it. Showed some individual brilliance there. Australia now has 7 for the match.
Wow.
As the conversion. Bangs it through for a goal.
Yes, well in control, Andrew. The opposition doesn't know what's hit them.
The first half is all over. I wonder if they can do any better than that first half. We're all ready for the second. Second half begins. Just galloping along. With a nice run. Crunched in that two-man tackle. Dumping defence. Strong two-man tackle there. There's the fourth tackle. Crunched in that two-man tackle. Strikes that one. Here's the interchange coming into play.
A bit of a tactical change from the coach here, I think.
Bang! With a step.
The footwork. She's running them ragged.
Blasting past halfway. Defenders closing the gap. That's another try. Brown showed some individual brilliance there. Deals. The conversion coming up in front. It's a goal.
Their fans will be very pleased with what they're seeing here. Very pleased.
Running along. And with a step, she gets away from the defence. Charges up and through a tackle. Finally taken down. Just galloping all over. The ball's been turned over. As the ball 40 metres away. Barnstorming run. And he's got inside. Two defenders with a bumping tackle. Classic tackle. Interchange coming into play now.
A bit of a tactical change from the coach here, I think.
Booth, good tackle. Still a couple of tackles up their sleeve here. Maroney, they've lost it. Just galloping along. Unstoppable. Breaks through the defence. Hey, she's through the line. They're closing the gap. Can she get there? And the visitors are over. The crowd is absolutely stunned. Showed some individual brilliance there. Look at the focus as she lines this one up. There's the goal.
Are playing some very solid football, not afraid to chance their arm and finding plenty of space.
Goes long. Just galloping along. Sidestep. She's beaten two. She's got past another. She is in the clear. Still trying to make ground after a good run. Explodes through the tackle. Just galloping along. She's beaten some good defenders there. She has beaten defender after defender.
It's hard to tell if the attack is brilliant or the defence is dreadful. Either way, the stats will tell the story.
Wow, she's through the line. Hey.
Knock, knock, who's there? It's a try!
The try-fest continue. Australia are on fire.
The English will probably
make light work of this. Conversion is successful.
Have been outstanding this afternoon. I've enjoyed every bit of this performance.
Goes long. Just galloping along.
She has worked tirelessly for her teammates this afternoon. What a performance.
Breaks through. Just galloping along. They kicked downfield. They didn't use all their tackles there. There's the full-time siren. Brought down right next to the sideline. Referee blows full-time. It's all over. Australia have reached their Everest. They have won the final. What did you think of that match, Eddie?
Have been crowned champions. This group of players have worked hard all year. The decider had a bit of everything. Some dazzling attacking football combined with some bruising defence. Both teams put on a spectacular show.
We've had great fun. We'll see you next time.